Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to the edition of Manchester. Alright, what comes going on today? I'm just working away on these couple fields up here. This is field number 15, and I'm also on field number 14 there. And we don't actually own these fields, but we were working them because we have the availability to do so. And I just figured it'd be a good way to actually make a little bit of extra money, so we're going to go ahead and do that, as you can see. So I already have a course ready to go. Let's go ahead and fire this guy up. There we go. Let's turn that down a little bit there. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this guy rolling here. He was doing that, and our New Holland, this one right here, was unloading. And that was field number 14, and we just had it set so it was set so it's manual. One of the cool things you can do sometimes with course play is if you have two fields that are like really close together like this, what you can actually do is you can set them up. You can set it so you record the field for, like, say, an unloaded course for field 14. But what you can do is, because they're so close together, you can actually set it to manual. And well, what will happen is you'll actually be able to use the same course to unload both fields. But that's only because they're really close. Normally you wouldn't be able to do that though. Alright, let's try that. So we have a couple things. I refertilized this field over here, and I planted it off camera just because I was playing a little bit on the other day there, and I was chit-chatting with Landy Kid, actually. He invited me to go on his TeamSpeak a while back, on a couple of streams ago. And I finally managed to get an opportunity to hop on and actually say hello, so I did that this weekend. And I said hello, and as I was talking with him, I planted this field. I planted it in soybeans, actually, so this is the first soybean field we'll have. And funny enough, on this map, soybeans is worth a crazy amount of money. It's just silly. Where is soybeans? Here's soybeans right here. $4,100 or $44,100 for every ton. Like, that is crazy. Crazy expensive. Well, not expensive, but if you were buying, that'd be expensive, but if you were selling, that'd be pretty awesome. Oh, oats is pretty high too. I didn't realize that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, we have this as soybeans at the moment. It's already been fertilized for now, so we're gonna go ahead and just chill out here, working away with this combine here. Is he going to recognize that he needs to be unloaded? Let's make sure he does. There we go. It's so funny. I recorded the other day using the microphone and the sound from in-game, and one thing I wasn't sure about, actually, was I wasn't sure how loud the sound of the game was going to be. I know what it sounds like in my ears, in my headphones, but when I actually when I hear it on the opposite side of things, I'm not sure what it actually sounds like, which is a bit strange, I know, but it's like what I hear versus what you hear, sort of thing. So it's a bit interesting to try and figure it out. It seems like, for me, I'm just trying to figure out like the appropriate level, basically, for the appropriate level for for anything. So it's like, depending on what I'm doing. Like the other day I was streaming, and I had the mixer board set up a little bit different, and some people said the music was too loud, some people said it was too quiet. It was really, it's kind of funny, because to get it to like just perfect the way you want it to, it seems it's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. And I think that's primarily because I'm not like a sound expert. Like, I know Jim over at Predatory Gaming, he'd be like, bing bang boom, done. But not me. I'm not a sound expert, not by a long shot. But it is kind of cool the way he actually has it set up, because well, that's withered down there. 12, 10, what's that? Purple. 12, 10, and 9. So we can actually harvest these ones as well. 13, it's not ready yet. 1 is actually ready, but we actually don't have anything that could actually harvest it at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and have to deal with that as best as possible. So we're just trying. I don't normally do this, but I figured I'd do it this time around, because we started off with the base equipment, as opposed to taking equipment over from another map or something like that. So that's why I figured I would do it this time around, as opposed to just starting from well, I did start from scratch in this map, but as opposed to bringing equipment over, I just thought I would do that. Oh, that's so annoying when it does that. Alright. So, I have a couple things. What I actually did was, we have The only thing we don't have yet is mixed rations, and I think we actually may have some mixed rations ready in the mixing station, because I've been trying to keep this thing full and running. Let's see here. Yeah, we have 23,000 liters of mixed rations. Now, the question is, do we have, or does, I should say, our actual trailer hold mixed rations? No, I didn't think so. Of course, we actually don't have anything that can hold mixed rations, do we? Does this hold mixed rations? It might? I wonder. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. You might be able to. I don't know. I have to double check this now. Some things can actually... It's strange because some things can actually hold mixed rations without... like, it's not an obvious thing to hold mixed rations, but sometimes they do it. So you really got to kind of, you know, be aware of what actually can hold what. And I think we put it over here. Yeah, right here. I think the brownies are going to have a field day on that particular forge wagon because it's just a mess. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab this guy. And let's get out of cab now. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can actually pick up mixed rations with this. I'm going to laugh if we actually can because I honestly don't expect it to be able to. But you never know. It's possible. It is possible. Alright, let's see. Moment of truth. Well, there you go. It works. Kind of strange. A little bit strange, but not that strange because I guess in 2013 there were a few items you could actually... We probably don't need this much mixed rations now that I think about it, but... Oh well. Alright, where am I going here? I am going to the cow facility, which is down here. Perfect. Good. I had to think about that for a second. Yeah, it's kind of strange because sometimes, like, some vehicles, like, you wouldn't expect a forge wagon to be able to do this, but there you go. Obviously it does. Alright, here. Let's stay out of the way. I believe we should be able to just drop it right in here if all is well. There we go. Perfect. I know they're not going to need all this, but it'll bring their efficiency up to 100%. And if they use all of it, hey, that's great. But I don't think they will. With only 10 cows, it's unlikely you would need that many, that much. But I don't know. I'm not a farmer, so I don't know for sure if that would be the case or not. So I guess we'll find out soon enough. No, looks like they're going to take... Watch this. They'll take just almost all of it with like a little bit left. Oh, there you go. Actually, there. Hey, I can live with that. They take all 100%. Hey, no qualms from me here. We do have manure. Actually, what we should do is we should probably... I probably should have fertilized our fields with manure as opposed to... I use the sprayer, and that actually costs money. It's strange, though, because you have... They start you off with a ton of lime, but the lime only... It seems like... It actually... I think this is the same as it would be for other vehicles as well. Or let's say... If I use the dry spreader, I wouldn't need to... we can get a cap now. If I use the dry spreader, I probably would be able to use the lime. That's how it would work in real life, at least. But if I were to use the sprayer, technically it doesn't use lime, but I think it can actually in this game, so... Alright, let's see. Also, one of the nice things about this is that the actual point where you... pick up seeds is kind of conveniently placed really close to the field I was working on. So like here, let me take you past it. So the actual seed pickup point on this map is right here. And it's actually an enormous trigger too, let me show you. Like, see that big orange box there? That's how big the trigger is. And it's nice to have a big trigger like that because you don't always have a really big trigger like that. And sometimes it can be really difficult to find them, or it's too close. So it's nice to have that there like that, so... Good. Excellent. So, what else do we need to do? We could probably progress time, but then we would have to wait for our combine to finish up there. Probably. We also have this over here. I also found this storage spot for the straw, which is just over here as well. I don't know why I totally missed it, but I definitely did. So, if you look right here, that I believe is... I think that's mixed rations. This one is just grass, that one is straw, obviously. And This one is silage. And this is, of course, where your lime would be. So there's actually a pretty big trigger point, right, if you can see that box there, there's actually 2 trigger points in there. Interesting. So there's one right here, it looks like, all the way around here, and there's one actually, maybe that's a light done. I don't know. Anyways, but that's where you get your lime from. So if you want to use, for example, which one, do they give us anything that can hold lime? This, I think, could technically, maybe? I honestly didn't try. I didn't feel like fiddling with it. But I think that would actually work. So. Alright. It's funny. I was looking at some mods today of 2013, and I couldn't believe I forgot how many crazy good mods there were for 2013. It was nuts. I'm really hoping for the time in 2015 when we actually have that many good mods, but we're not there yet, but they definitely need the documentation first, and once they get that documentation, I think we're going to be at the same point. It's going to be awesome. Alright, let's get in here. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Once we get all the documentation required to actually have a good mod scene, that's going to be awesome. But it's going to take a while, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's taken this long, but hopefully it happens soon. We'll see. We'll see. But there are a few mods out there that are coming out that are getting better. Basically, what's happening is the modders are learning trial and error. Basically, that's how they're learning how to make mods at this point in time, which is kind of funny when you think about it, because you're like, wait a minute. I'm like, shouldn't there be like documentation or something? But there isn't. There is no documentation right now. The only way people are making mods right now is just they're like, hey, I know how to do this, or I'm like, this is how I figured out how to do this. It's like a workaround sometimes. So it's really crazy. It's really crazy when you think about it, because the way they're actually making the mods is, just by trial and error, which is, props to the modders at this point in time. And people like Upside Down, which is awesome, doing a fantastic job with the mods. I think I'm gonna need to upgrade this combine at some point. This thing seems so small on this map. It seems, because it's like you're driving around and you're like, oh, this is taking forever. I don't know if we even have any. Do we have any bigger combines that we could actually use? Let's see. We do have the Deutz. English people always say this as Doots, and I try not to say Doots, but I always do anyways. I have this. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know how good or bad it is, to be honest with you. But actually, you know what we could do? We have another. Let's see what we got here. We have 50 grand, and let's see. Let's take a look at tippers, because we can actually go ahead and sell some of our... Ooh, could you buy this thing? This thing holds everything too. The Crosetta. This is a new one. I haven't actually tried this one yet, so I'm not sure how good it is. It's I think it's Italian. Crosetto. Maybe that's how you say it. Anyways, I saw this on Killer Croc. He did a mod review on it not too long ago, and that looks pretty solid, I have to admit, so I might take a look at it. This one's from the Farm Sim May website. I think that's... what would that be? It's not Polish. Well, I don't know. I don't speak Polish, so I don't know for sure. We could go for the OEB Flygelbull. Always a solid choice. Venhivis. Let's see. We need something, because our tractors only have a certain amount of horsepower. So, how much horsepower do you need for this? You only need 200 horsepower. What do we have in our garage? We have a T6, and then we have 2 of these. Could we actually use that? Let's see. T6 is 160, and that needs 200, so no. Okay. Fair enough. What else? We have other options. We have these guys. This guy's nice for seeds later on. No. We could do these. They're nice trailers, actually. Let's try the AgroLiner. Yes. Let's try the AgroLiner, because I haven't actually tried that one yet. And that holds 10,000 and everything else. And it's... Ooh, that's nice. And that's 32. Or we could go for a small. Let's go for the... Let's hold 14.5. Yeah, let's buy that. It's a small Desura trailer. I like those ones. Alright, and we're in a T6 right now. Let's go ahead and... Oops, I don't need that. I need this one. Let's go ahead and... Where is it? backwards. All you need to do is go backwards one, and I don't know where the shop is. The shop is here, here, here. And where is the actual reset point? This is funny. Whenever you plan a new map, it's always like, oh, you always gotta like kind of like search for stuff. I'm like, where is this? Where is that? Sort of thing. And of course, if I were, is this a T4 or is this the T6? This looks like the T4. It is the T4. Let's grab a T6 because I don't know if that was going to be able to hold it or not. There we go. All right, now where does stuff get reset to? I didn't even look. I don't see it around here. Where is it? Oh, no, there it is. I was gonna say, I'm like, it makes perfect sense for it to be like in the yard somewhere, but I'm like, where exactly is it going to be? All right, it's funny. Today, it's what? Here's the current time up here for me right now, 7:39. For those people who ask, but 7:39 is the current time for me right now. I think this is actually smaller than the trailer we're using. I think it actually is. Where is it? Because the agroliners are 20,000. Yeah, they're 20,000. Huh. Oh well. I just wanted to use the Zur trailers, I guess. But they look huge. Look at the size of those things. They're like just enormous. Let's go ahead and sell a little bit of grain here. Let's go ahead and... what do we actually have a lot of? We have a lot of barley, straw. We could sell a load of canola as well. I would love to sell a load of soybeans, but I don't have any soybeans. Alright, so let's see. What do we got? Let's go for... Let's just sell canola because we have it right now. And it's going to fill this trailer anyway, so it's not a big deal. Someone was asking, Mr. Van Bruggen was asking about this particular PDA mod that I have there. That's old school from 2013 there. It's a fantastic mod. Gotta love it. And so is that. This trailer actually is also from 2013, strangely enough. Alright, now where is the best place to sell canola? Let's go to prices. Prices of commodities. Now I think it's equal sign. Canola, co-op, country trade, seed mill, country trade 2.5. Yeah, so whatever is closest. It looks like we have the option of the country trade or the seed mill. Alright, let's close that. Let's open this country mill. Garden center, slurry pit, lumberyard, co-op, country trade. Country trade looks close. Let's go there. Alright, let's go inside. It's funny. I think I've mentioned this before, but I really wish there was like a centering button that would actually just center your camera like they have in Euro Truck. So you can in Euro Truck, what you can do is you can actually press like you know, one button and it'll center your camera so you're facing forward in a specific direction. But we don't have that in Farm Sim. I don't think, at least. It'd be nice if we did, because then we could have, you know, like a nice, you know, centered view all the time, but it doesn't work that way. So, anyways, so the reason why I mentioned the time is because the current time is 7:45, and this is a random conversation I'm having with you right now, even though you're not talking back. But anyways, that's besides the point. By the time, you know, in 10 minutes time, my laundry will be done, and that's kind of weird for some people because most people don't start their laundry before like 7 a.m. But I don't know. I'm just that type of person. I like to get things done in the morning. Anyhow, I know that was random, but that's just I felt the need to share that today, apparently. Let me know about the sound of the game. I'll have to figure out, I'll have to tinker with it still, because like, what I hear, like I said, is not necessarily always what you're going to hear at the end of the thing, end of the time, I guess, so it'll be interesting to see how it comes out. Alright, so here is the country trade store. I actually haven't been here before, so I don't know what this is like. Can I actually drive through this gate? I bet you I can. Oh, I can't. Interesting. Oh, there's trains here. This is good. You know it's going to be a good solid sell point when there's trains. Oops, let's back up there. Let's see how much this weighs. Alright. And what's the... oh, I can't see it, of course. 13.8 it looks like. Not too bad, 13.8. Alright, so we're at $32,000. Let's see how much we get for this. And let's unload. Let's see how that looks. Is it a nice... Yeah, it looks pretty solid actually. So we're at 32, so we're up to... We've made 20 grand, so that's 30 grand now we're gonna make. That's not too bad. Eventually, of course, we will get a truck, but for now, this is what we're gonna deal with. Ah, it's a cool little... Look at that. They did a really cool little job there. So they have like the two rail cars right here. It would have been nice if they had like a hopper above the rail cars maybe, but because really, it looks like at this point they have really no way of filling the rail cars. They're just kind of chilling there. It looks like an old Mack truck, and I guess this is how they come in here around the back like this. Nice, that's pretty cool. Little loading dock there. That's nice. Got the lights. Be cool if they actually work. Do they work on the other side? No. And they have a little waiting area here, so if you can put your, if you have some full cars, you can stick that there. That's really nice. They did a cool little job with that. Nice. Alright, I have to remember to stay out of cab. Remember, this door opens slowly, and you cannot drive through it. It's so funny because some doors you actually can drive through, and you hear, when you're not careful, you're like, oh, I can drive through this door, and sometimes you can't. I've done it both ways, where you drive through it and you're like, oh, you can drive through this door and you can't, and vice versa, basically. So we're almost at the point where we could actually get a truck, strangely enough. And on the Bantacow map, I probably won't get an overloader and all that jazz, but on this map, I probably will, just because it's more in line with this type of farm, in my opinion, at least. You know, some people probably would disagree. Why is that? Why is there an American flag there? What is that place? Oh, Cabaret. I'll let you guys speculate as to what that actually is, but that's funny. Yeah, they actually included a couple cool, like, really funny things on this map. Like, for me at least, because like it's very. Like, some of the things they included are very Canadian, like Tim Hortons, for example. This is another example right here. Canadian Tire for all your home hardware needs, I guess, kind of thing. But anyways, yeah, you can get like anything from there, pretty much. And there's McDonald's in the back, and there's Tim Hortons right there. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been to Tim Hortons in a while, actually. Tim Hortons is my go-to place whenever I travel, though. This was a very roundabout way of getting home, but whatever. Yeah, Tim Hortons is an awesome place. If you ever drive along the highway, there are always tons of Tim Hortons along. Like, in my hometown, like, I think there are probably at least four Tim Hortons in my hometown, and that's only a town of 25,000 people. At least there's like, off the top of my head, I can think of like 3, like without thinking like a lot. Let's just say that. So it's kind of crazy when you realize how many Tim Hortons there are in some cities, like based on how many people there are. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. All right, so let's go ahead and take this back here, and we'll call this an episode. Nice little quick episode. Don't want to show you guys harvesting forever, so. But it does need to be done. Well, technically I don't need to harvest other people's, and actually I believe this trailer would actually work for mixed rations as well now, which is awesome. Sweet, let's turn that guy off. Perfect. Let's hop out. Alright folks, that'll be it for today. My name's Iain Robson. It's been Farming Simulator 2015 coming at you from Manchester. Catch you guys later.